All right, so what I'm about to say definitely sounds something like maybe out of the future or a sci-fi movie. Extracting stem cells from your wisdom teeth, saving those cells, and then using them in the future to combat a disease. It's not the future, y'all. It is now. Dr. William Graves is AOMS is in with us with more on this very fascinating procedure. So this is actually happening, and this could potentially really impact people's health in the future.
We have all kinds of tricks up our sleeves, Megan.
Yeah.
You know, if you look at medicine, and I'm not in this field of medicine, but there's a medicine called regenerative medicine.
Right.
And it deals with aging and using stem cells to kind of cure diseases and age more gracefully, if you will.
Yeah.
And it's going to be to the 21st century, kind of what antibiotics were to the 20th century.
Okay. Interesting. So what's the procedure? What is the specific procedure that we're talking about? You just have your wisdom teeth taken out and then that's it?
Okay, so to get a little background of this, that's what we're doing, yes. But you know, there's two types of stem cells, and for people who don't know what stem cells are, everybody's heard of stem cells. I mean, it's always in the research, and there's always some controversy about it. You know, we have embryonic stem cells, which is most of the controversy is around, and then we have like adult stem cells. And the adult stem cells, or the mesenchymal cells, are the ones that we're talking about. And what a stem cell is, it's a cell that can become anything it wants to be. So as you're a baby or a fetus and you're growing, you have these cells that can become anything. And when you're very young, about 1 out of every 10 cells are a stem cell, which makes sense because you're a brand new baby and they're designed to kind of grow and to get larger and larger. And as we age, your population of your stem cells go down. And about the age of 30, we start reaching a number where it's about 1 in 300,000 of your cells are stem cells. And at the age of 30, we start losing more cells than what we produce. So it's essentially we start aging around the age of 30, typically. And if you look at today, the average person being born today is estimated to live to be around 100 years old. We're still aging, though. They all still start aging at 30. So the thought is, if we can get these healthy stem cells, not only can we use this one day to treat disease, we can always use these one day to help us age more gracefully. Because now we have initial 30 years that we have to be healthy for as we age. So if you look at the quality of life, these stem cells can increase the quality of your life potentially one day as we age and we live longer.
This is so interesting. I'm obsessed with this. Okay, so you're going in, you're having your wisdom teeth taken out, you take your teeth, or they take your teeth, and they, you ship them off to another place, right? And they hold them? Or what?
So stem cells come from a lot of different places. So when you injure yourself, say you cut yourself in the arm, and you need to, and your body heals that, you grow new tissue, new skin to kind of heal the injury, right? Those are stem cells that your body is using to grow that tissue, right? And so the thought is that as we age, we lose stem cells and the quality of the stem cells go down. So if you can take your stem cells when you're younger, say the age of 15 to 18.
When you might be having your wisdom teeth taken out.
When you're having your wisdom teeth out, which are normally medical waste. So instead of just throwing these things in the trash, then we can save these teeth, we can send them to this company, it's called Stemodontics, and then they extract the stem cells out of there, and then they cryogenically freeze these. So you're 15, you have your stem cells taken out of your wisdom teeth, right? And let's say now you're 60, right? And you need to use those stem cells. Well, they can unfreeze your stem cells, and instead of using 60-year-old stem cells, since they've been cryogenically frozen, they've kind of been frozen in time, those stem cells that you're using are the age at which they were extracted. So now you have 15-year-old stem cells that you're using to treat your body that is now 60 years old.
Which sounds amazing.
And we can get stem cells from other things. The reason we choose the wisdom teeth is because you're having the procedure done anyways. And instead of discarding them like we normally would, we're using these, and we're not using another procedure to get the stem cells. You know, I could take stem cells out of your hip right now, and you could use those for something else. But when you were 15, those stem cells were healthier because it has less exposure to environmental hazards and different things like that. And the older we get, the more exposure we have to these things. So the thought process is that your stem cells are probably healthier when they're 15 than when they are 40. Even though we could still use your 40-year-old stem cells, why not use the young, healthy ones
that are being frozen? This is so interesting. We could talk about this for a long time. If you have questions, give our good friends over at AOMS a shout. You can also find them over on their website. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Megan.
So cool. Okay, stick around.